is Violet and the KB.
Hello there. Today I'll be showing you how to pass a thread through the eye of a needle. In the last class, I identified 3 different types of needles. The big one, the medium-sized one, and the small needle. To pass a thread through the eye of a needle, you get your thread. This is a polyester thread and it's really good quality. It's not too thick and it's not too thin. You hold it at the edge like this. Where's my small scissors? And snip it at the edge like this. So it has a sharp edge. Now you pick your needle. I'll be making use of the medium-sized needle now. And you pass it through the eye. You can see the eye of the needle. And you pull at the other edge, at the other side rather, and pull down gently so it doesn't tangle. Otherwise, your thread could tangle if you do not pull it gently. You see, there's a tangle here already. Okay, it's not tangled. So this is how to insert a thread through the eye of a needle. But if this is so difficult for you, if it's still difficult for you, you could get a threader. It makes the work a lot easier. Just ask your mom to help you get a threader from a tailoring shop, and it makes inserting the thread into the needle much easier. All right, so let's move on to the next. Moving on, I'll be identifying the differences between a single thread, a double thread, and multiple threads. In this small needle, you have passed a thread through, and as you can see, it stops it has 2 sides. You can see the thread, I've separated them. One is short, it has a shorter end, and the other end is a lot longer. This is a single thread. This is a single thread. It has a short end and a much longer end. So you do not make them equal. Like this, you do not draw the other edge to meet the other thread. You pull this down, so one edge is longer, one thread is longer than the other. As you can see, this is a double thread. Okay, I'm going to cut this at this edge. So now, you see, it's equal. The threads are double threads. And for multiple threads, let me see, I hope this is a multiple one. Okay, yes, it is multiple. You can see it's a lot thicker. I think I have a better way to describe what a single thread, double thread, and multiple thread looks like. So this is what I'm going to do now. I'm going to place each of them on this dark blue fabric. Hopefully you will be able to see the thread better. Okay, where's my camera? Come forward. Now you see the single thread has just one line of thread. That's the single thread. The shorter end stops here, and then this is the part you stitch with. The double thread, as you can see, has just 2 threads, 2 lines of thread, as you can see there. And the multiple threads has 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, and 4. right? So 2 lines, 4 lines, and a single line. You understand better now? Okay, so let's move on. So why do you need to use a single thread, a double thread, and multiple threads? You use a single thread to run stitches on simple and fine fabrics like this. And use double threads to run stitches on medium to hard fabrics like this. This is a cotton fabric, but it's a lot thicker than this one. This is cotton. It's a lot thicker than the polyester fabric. This is very simple and light. And for the multiple threads, we could use those to stitch on very hard fabrics or heavy fabrics, like this blanket, for instance. You can also use double threads to attach buttons. By doubling the thread, you're sure that your buttons would stitch firmly on the fabric. The advantage of a single thread is that the stitches are finer. Finer stitches. I'll show you examples later. The disadvantage is that it can run backwards from the shorter end of the thread. I told you that you have a shorter end, as you can see, and when you're pulling through your fabric, like I'll show you an example. When you stick it in, and even if there is a knot at the end, if you don't stop pulling, see, this could happen. You can see this is going to happen. So you always have to pull back. You always have to pull this back all the time, and that will make stitching a bit cumbersome and tiring. The advantage of a double thread is that it is much more durable and it doesn't run backwards from the shorter end as I described to you with the single thread, right? Also, because you're going to be tying the threads together at the end here, both of them would hold in securely and it will make your stitching a lot faster. In my opinion, double threads are much easier for beginners, especially for young beginners like you. So you should just consider using double stitches until you become really proficient with stitching, and then you can move on to using single thread stitches later. So you've got classwork. Please read the question carefully and put down your answers in our private group chat or in the comment section. Thank you.